Morning, guys on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see the numbers lifting so early. Thank you, guys, for joining. Today, I'm not revealing anything. I'm not testing anything. Obviously, if I see something, I'll just make a note. But I am also just going to enjoy a bit of the fruits of the labor here and just do a bit of a group flight with the rest of the guys. So sit back, relax, and just enjoy it with us. Okay, Cooper, you go have a good evening, eh? Sleep well. Morning, David. Morning, Marco. Spotter, Hakan. You guys here on Discord. Morning.
Hello, hello.
I'm taxiing, Nico.
Yeah, you do what you need to do.
I do. This place is raining, Nico.
Yes.
Ground to cockpit. Bladder knowledge. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Ground flight deck host disconnected and starting refueling.
Yeah, you have to get used to it. Look, it's a nice to have. I mean, and the fact that Zebo, does not disable previous options and we can just build on it and add to it, that's marvelous, man. I mean, I can just presume that there are guys that's going to prefer doing it the old way, so I'm glad it stays in place and we can just add, so it's cool. And if you guys like it, wonderful. I think it's flippin' awesome. Just want to quickly set up a little bit here, then I just want to talk to you about a new tutorial I made. But let me just get into a position where I can concentrate a little bit, then we can discuss that. Ooh, we're only going to 280. I just realized I'm not hearing anybody.
Thank you, Hakan.
There you go. Volume. Are you guys enjoying this new feature? I mean, apart from a little small handful of guys that said they're enjoying it, I'm just, doing a bit of a survey. If I ask that, are you guys actually enjoying it? Was it worthwhile putting it in?
I'm using it.
Good,
Have not stopped using it since the latest version.
good. No, I'm just thinking it's nice to just get some feedback.
Nico, how are you, mate? Hey, are you talking about the way you can download information through your flight management computer from NEVIL?
No, I'm speaking specifically about this airside services that we added to the Zebo. That Zebo added and we tested. Have you used it?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
That's why I got a blank look on my face.
Okay. No, it's cool. You must go try it. It's wonderful. For me, it is, And this is the thing. We're in a bit of a euphoria state, And for us, it's just bloody marvelous. But it's nice to just get feedback from the users.
Sure. Yeah.
Morning,
So
Steel, and good night. Sorry, Artie. Steel, have a good evening, eh? Go for it, Artie.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the last update, which was 5.7 that you put out a couple of weeks back, and I really loved the way that all comes together.
Yeah.
And I've watched your tutorial on that as well, and I go, this is brilliant. Love it. Probably a lazy man's way of doing things, but I just like it. Excellent.
Now
Well done.
Go get 5.8 and then go use this new feature, and then we'll talk again,
Yeah, and I've watched some of your videos about in the early days, the other week, where you use 5.8 and the things that it can do, and I go, yep, can't wait for that to happen, and when he puts it out there. So you've only just put it out there then?
Yeah, last night. Our time, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, righto. And I've been, like, for you it's morning, for me it's the other end of the day.
I know, yeah.
The last couple of days. And you do that yourself, so you sort of get, I haven't got time for that now, but...
Gotcha.
Yeah, all right. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Good
Hello.
morning to all of you.
Hello, Tex. You're
Morning.
very quiet. Boost your mic a bit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
How are you guys doing?
All good, thank you very much.
That's good.
How are you doing?
All good. Stopped studying today. I'm taking a break to check the Zebo.
Okay.
Did it release the 3.8?
Yeah, 5.8's out, yes, you can get it.
Is a stand 16, ready for pushback and engine start.
Let's see, where should I go? Private hangar?
Go to Zebo, what we call it, Zebo updates at the top here in Discord. Just go there, all the links, everything is there.
Ooh. Is this the update where you added the packs loading?
Yes.
Time?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Is there
so
any plans to make the
Pre-flight procedure.
FMC integrate automatically with SimBrief?
no. For that you need
Okay.
Antonio's plugin. It's the only way it's going to work automatically now. And
Which?
Antonio's plugin, if you look in Discord and you go down to the room that is under nice to have, you'll see there's a room called SimBrief to Zebo or SimBrief to Zebo mod. That's the little script thing that you need, and that will go fetch and deliver and rename, extract data, do whatever it needs to do to get you to work.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so that will interface between SimBrief and the Zebo mod. Also, what that program does is, for instance, I'm just going to use this as an example. Let's say you fly for Delta, and I'm talking out of absolute ignorance here, so don't hold me to it, right? But let's say they don't have 737-800s. Okay, what happens is their OFP does not contain the data. So what happens is when you get it from SimBrief, it's not really usable. So what Antonio does is he goes and extract the information, recreate it into a working XML file, and then, it can be imported into the Zebo mod. So Antonio's little plugin does way more than just the obvious, So if you're using any other OFP format other than Lido, he goes, gets the information, creates it, renames it, do whatever he needs to do, and then Zebo can use it. And I spoke to Simbrief, and I asked them if it's possible to lock the OFP format in the XML file, and they said they can, but it's going to take one heck of a huge effort, because they're going to have to rewrite it specifically for us, and they're not very keen on doing that, which means that we are limited really to the Lido or any other carrier that does the 737-800 if you do not want to use Antonio's little plugin. You understand? So
Yeah.
it is just what it is.
All right, hey, Nico, I'm just going to step out. I'm going to have some dinner, and I'll come
Okay.
back shortly.
No worries. Right, this page will have to be updated when all the loading is done. Otherwise, we're going to get, that's the wrong information. Guys, I hope you guys understand that you can't just use the information, and program the FMC and get performance information until this is loaded, eh?
Do you speak again?
On your FMC. See, the loading is still happening, right? So every few seconds, if you click your CG is changing as you're loading your packs. So there's no point in bargaining that this is going to be 100% correct until the loading is done. See?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we just
It
have
was
to...
the same during the refueling.
Yes. Yeah, you have to be very careful. So on the performance page, it's okay, you get all the information, but the moment you go to that last page, you just need to hang tight a little bit. So if you're in a hurry, you have to set the speed, so this just happens a bit quicker.
Oh, okay.
Skymatic 049, taxi to runway 21. Skymatic 049.
Morning,
By the way,
Alex. Yeah.
What's it called? The Skymatix. It's like Zebo, or this is confusing for me now. Like,
No.
Are you all part of Zebo?
Yes. Well, let me put it this way. Skymatix is my brand name. Zebo is his brand name. Okay? And we work together on the Zebo. That's all. And then
Okay.
if you look on the actual tablet, you'll see there's my icon. You see there's my credentials is there as well. I'm just part of the family.
Romeo 4, Romeo 5,
Nice.
and Foxtrot. Hold for runway 23. Nantes.
Morning, Archibus. Yes, you can, Tommy. Yeah, you just go set it. Let me show you. See if we can move the glare a little bit out of the way. If you go to your configure and you go to realism, there you can set it. You can make the pack's load time shorter. We're almost done, so it's fine. I don't mind.
I'm not sure if this was reported, but yesterday I was
Night
doing
traffic,
a flight, I was
Skymatix
just sitting in the airport,
459, ready to taxi,
and I did
runway
load
21
twice
via Romeo
the Simbrief
Charlie, Romeo Foxtrot.
into the plane. Do you know the Simbrief loader?
I know, yes.
So I did it twice. So first route was like from Beirut to Istanbul, and the second one I changed it to Larnaca. So when I changed it to Larnaca, all the displays went black for no reason, and the power was on, GPU was on, AP was on, and no clue what made it do this.
I don't know what happened there, but you know you can reset your FMC just by pressing and holding the menu button, right? So next time before you do leg number 2, just force a reset maybe, see if that helps.
So keep holding the menu button?
Yeah, for 5 seconds. Press and hold it for 5
nice.
seconds and it resets.
Well, I didn't know this till now.
Yeah. I was sitting in another 737 yesterday. The day before, actually, it was Thursday. And I needed to reset it. Man, I pressed and held that menu button. It didn't do anything. I eventually had to switch the battery power off, engines off, everything. Waited 30 seconds, restarted everything, and then it was reset. Damn it. That also happens. All right, okay, so that seems we are done. So we must just make sure that our CG is now correct. You see, and then the trim also changes. So now we know we're correct.
Skymatix 008, standing by for passing.
Ooh, nice airside service.
Yeah. Right, so there we go. Okay. I'm Linda. It's probably there already. That's why she's not responding. Let's go have a look. It's probably on 5 already. Oh yeah, how did we know? Right.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 008 will be pushing behind 052.
Skymatix 0323 is airborne, passing
Other button.
22.
Skymatix 459 holding short at Foxtrot for runway 21.
All right. Before start procedure. See what she does. Something stuck again. Come on, man.
Before start procedure.
Yeah, it's this connection on my Alpha yoke, this RJ45 female plug inside of the base unit. It's terrible.
Before start procedure complete.
And it actually got stuck. So what happened
Ready
now
for
was
before
I'm
start.
talking and she's still listening and not doing anything.
Huh, interesting.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
What? Am I the last one here? My goodness, look how they're standing there.
Skymatix 459 is lining up and holding runway 21.
Oh, Ribbon Cat, yeah. That's excellent. Wish you could see us come over. It would be nice. We could have waved at each other, but, we'll do it virtually. So we've done all of this. We've got that in... There we go. The wrong button.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 049, airborne passing 2,700 feet, Skymatix 049.
Skymatix 008, taxi for runway 21. Tow disconnected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Skymatix 00, taxiing to runway 21+2.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 001, push and start at gate 7. I think it's gate 7. Maybe I should have checked first. I moved. That's why I'm not sure.
You're at 4, I think.
4. Okay.
Looks like 4, yeah.
Yeah, non-traffic Skymatix 001. We're at gate 4. And pushing back.
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
Right. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Nantes traffic. Nantes traffic, Skymatix 049 on the BALNI for Sierra departure.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 459, clear for takeoff.
Vippen, Cat, you just need to update to the latest version. It's included. So run your updater and it will be there. Just update your PMDG. Alright, there's the fuel. There's not much in that tablet yet, you know. I think it's just a door that opened, so the rest of the stuff needs to come now, in all honesty. I mean, you can put Navigraph desktop charts on there and you've got a performance calculator and that's it. There's everything else still runs off the FMC. It's just one of those things, you know. It's just a door that opened. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
And non-traffic, Skymatix 052, lining up runway 21 and holding. Not.
And by the way, will there be any addition for the A cars and CPDLC?
Not at this point in time. You can run it out of your VATSIM or IVAO client, so no, Zebo's declined to actually put any of that in.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Standby.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure complete.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 459 is cleared of runway, flight level 1,900.
Before taxi procedure. Before taxi procedure complete. I am ready for before taxi checklist.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time on VA Flight.
Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. Ready for before taxi procedure. Flaps 5 set. On. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake.
In non-traffic, Skymatix 052,
Rejected
taking
takeoff.
off, runway 21, Nantes.
Engine start levers. Flight control. Checked. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Ground equipment.
Clear.
Clear.
Skymatix 0, lining up runway 21.
Before taxi checklist complete. Ready for taxi.
No, traffic, Skymatix 001, taxi via the apron and Romeo 4 to the holding
this is
point,
way too-
Foxtrot
way much better
runway.
than the way packs and cargo used to be loaded before.
Runway 21, Skymatix 001. Sorry, I was trying to speak on ATC there. Say again? Dex?
Oh, yeah, I was saying it's much better than the way it used to be for
Yeah.
loading packs and
Taxi
fuel.
lights on.
Nice.
Is there any way to know why the meter data is not working anymore?
It's it was a explain update. Zebo said he'll look into it because it changed, I think, in
In non-traffic,
1207.
Skymatix 052,
And he just never had time to look at it yet.
2000.
Been busy with other stuff.
Okay.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Ah.
Skymatix 0, taking off runway 21.
Going to use my timer because I don't think this is one of our guys, so I need to give Anthony at least 3 minutes. No, nothing yet. When I spoke to Eugenie last time, we were talking about the flight model updates in 1208. So they've held back on all their development until they knew what was going to hit them at 1208. So I haven't spoken to him since 1208 was now released. We need to touch base again.
Skymatix 008 is there, we're climbing through 3000.
I haven't seen a single communication from this guy on text, unless he's using a different call sign to what is actually on his roof. But that one does not exist. He just does his own thing. It's so sad. I haven't seen anything or heard anything.
I have not heard anything from him either.
Mm.
Nantes traffic, Skymatix 008 is climbing through flight to 6500, next waypoint Elmo.
Nantes traffic Skymatix 049, flight level 280 Skymatix 049.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Stabilized. Before takeoff procedure complete. Ready
Before
for
takeoff
before
checklist.
Takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps. Approaching.
Flaps 5, green light.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 50 units set.
On runway 21.
Runway 21 confirm. Stabilized. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Takeoff.
I am ready for your takeoff. Set time. Stabilized.
Toga.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Here we go.
Acceleration altitude.
$27 watching 10 hours ago. Hell no, I don't know. Mine says 31 watching now. Stream started 37 minutes ago. So Steve, you got me, eh? I don't know. Maybe just use Control F5 and, you know, let it clear the cache and stuff a bit. Let's see. Maybe that helps.
Traffic Skymatix VA Flight, grounding to flight level 34.
Transition altitude.
Omega 38K. In all the publications that I make, wherever I announce the Zebo, I think the best place would be to come to Discord and look in Zebo update folder. It's almost at the top on the left hand side. That's probably going to be the best place to go to right now because it contains the major change logs. It doesn't give the smaller fixes, only the big ones, you know, and the big introduction of big new features. But have a look at that channel. That's probably the best place to look at. Then the forum, then maybe the Zebo Pilots group on Facebook. Those are like the updated sources. I need to update the change log folder here, the channel in Discord. So just stick to the updates one at this time. Yeah, because we've put the neutral shift in and tested that. We've got the new airside services that's in. We've got the new flight model. We've got the new SimBrief export and uplink feature. So there's a couple, eh? And obviously a whole bunch of bug fixes in between. No, Steve, I don't know, buddy. Mine says what Alex put there, 31 watching, and mine was 37 minutes ago, so I don't know. You're clearly on the right stream because you're talking to us, but I don't know. Oh, Apple maybe. Maybe that's the thing, I don't know. Thanks, Tommy. Nice cloud surfing, wow. Alright, okay, you win. I'm not fighting about Apple. I was just thinking maybe that is a common denominator there. I don't know. Bless you. Yeah, I tell you what, blinking computers. Yeah, I think it's got about 36. Tell you what, the last 2 weeks have been pretty busy and pretty stressful. I think I was pushing about 18 hours work a day, you know, including all the Zebo work. So my sleep time was a bit limited. As I'm sitting here, I'm drinking my 3rd cup of coffee. I've had 2 sachets of Bio Plus. I have sucked on some vitamin C sweeties, Super C sweeties. All to stay awake for the stream. When this thing says amen, I'm going back to the bed. I'm telling you, I'm going to sleep it off the rest of the day. Because this is the first time honestly in like 2 weeks I've had rest. Okay, so while we are talking about it, let me also tell you what I've been doing in the background, okay? I've been trying unsuccessfully for like 20 attempts already to make a training video, a basic entry-level training video, but not just for the Zebo. I've put the PMDG in the same video. Okay, so I start off with the flight planning in the Navigraph desktop charts. Then I go to SimBrief. Then I go fly one of the aircraft. I haven't decided which aircraft I'm going to put first and last. I was actually thinking to put the PMDG in first because obviously there'll be an index, you know, in the description below the video, so you can, you know, jump through it. But I've got a suspicion that the PMDG guys are not going to stick around and watch the Zebo side. You know, the Zebo guys might watch the PMDG side. I don't know. It's just the gut feeling I have. I might be totally wrong. But anyway, whatever happens, I need to complete the editing and then the uploading and then release it to you guys. It's not, I think a lot of you guys are beyond those basic things already, because it's really basic. I don't go into pretty much of explaining too much. I literally just want to show you how to do the planning, how to do the SimBrief, the dispatching, get in the aircraft, fly from point A to point B, okay? And obviously I do some explaining, and obviously I show what I do, you know, so there might be value in it for anybody, even if you're, you know, very experienced. And obviously the other value in the video is seeing the two systems next to each other, basically, you know, or one after another, to be more technically correct. Then you can see what the depiction of the weather looks like, what the atmospherics does, what the ground looks like, and, you know, all those kind of things. And like I say, that thing has been coming for 2 months already that I wanted to do that. The first time I think I did it like 6 or 7 times. This time it's gone up to like 20 times, because the funny thing is, just before I wanted to release it, PMDG inserted their tablet. So the whole thing was mute. I had to start over again. Then I got the tablet, I deleted the old video, and I looked at this and I thought to myself, but hang on, this has got nothing to do with my video. I could have kept the video, you know, but it was too late. It was gone, so I had to redo it. Then Zebo comes around and he updates the Zebo mod, and I go, oh, there goes the Zebo side of things. Now we have to do it again. And I'm saying it with a smile, but it's been freaking hectic. You know, you're going to see a 5-hour video that has taken me the better part of 7 days now to recreate. And it's like take 20. You know, it's crazy. I think it's nice to have videos, and it's awesome not to have interference, and you can focus and you can do what you need to do. But hell, it's time consuming. When I do a stream like this, I sit here, I talk with you guys, we go home afterwards and it's done. But Blumenik, when you have to edit and retake and redo, and then obviously I work and I have a family, and then there's interference from real world in those, you know, areas, and I have to pause, stop, sometimes switch off, start the next day again. Then you've got to reprogram the whole aircraft, get it to exactly the same place, so when you do the transition, you know, it's not too disruptive. And somebody goes, but hang on, the clock was like at 12:55, why is it now at 12:53? Did you go back in time? You know, things like that, stupid little things. And so on top of everything else, I've been trying to get that thing out. And yeah, so my days feels like they're running on 36, man. Anyway, now I've said so much, I'm tired.
Hey, Nick, I'm back from the dinner, but I think I can appreciate where you're at, man.
Yeah.
Where you're working all day, looking after the family, and then, which is your top priority, then having to come back and then do the thing that you love most, and then put time into that. I can see how that becomes quite cumbersome for you.
Yeah. You know, and it's something that you have to physically do. You know, it's not something that you just press a button and then things happen. You know, you have to do it. You know, make it happen.
If that was only true, just push a button.
1000 to level off.
Yep. Oh, Tommy, this stupid heart is on my screen. I can't see everything that you're typing. Can you just press the full stop and press enter so that it just lifts your text so I can actually see what you're saying there? I can't read it. Well, anybody else must just make a comment so it just lifts up. I don't know why these people put this stupid heart there and you can't move it. You can do nothing with it. It sits on YouTube as well as in the broadcasting software behind the scenes, and I can do nothing with it. There you go. Can you use both ground handling and JD? Well, not at the same time, Tommy. You can't use them at the same time. I've disabled my jar design ground handling, and I'm currently using Yeri's ground handling. Okay, obviously testing it. I've got a newer version than what you guys have, and I see mine is much more stable than the one you get from the web now. So I'm hoping Yeri updates and uploads so you guys can get the new version soon enough, because it's brilliant. It's really nice, but the cost is the jar design ground handling needs to be disabled, and when you go back to jar design, you're gonna have to disable this one. You know, you can't have them at the same time. Yeah, the mind boggles, eh? Like a bit of turbulence when we go into the clouds. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do with the 737-800. Mango Airlines that I used to work for, they used to do the airshow display flights here in South Africa as well. And I know the pilots there said that what they show us there isn't even close to what the ability is, you know, so awesome. That's an awesome aircraft. Morning, Dave. The correct transponder setting is 1000. When you are flying on IVEO without ATC, they like 1000 because when they then come online, they don't have to issue squawk codes to everybody. So 1000 is the better one.
You know, I started to use always 1010.
Okay. Yeah, they usually ask us to set to 1000, so I just standardize on that marker.
Interesting.
Yeah. Steve, Flight Factor is working on that 777, so if you go to their Facebook page, you can see some of the photos and, you know, progress reports and things. It's looking good, eh? Right, I'm 53 nautical miles from top of descent and I haven't done anything. Oh my goodness. Let's quickly have a look, see. Right. So, frequency 11135, 233 on the final approach course. We've got 2000 to descend to and 238. So let's start at the top. Right, course 233. No, I can't see there. And 2000. It's 2000. Right.
Ready for descent procedure.
That you can have the horses. I was asleep again. In fact, I wasn't asleep. I was just enjoying myself. My mind was just not there. Let's be honest. It was just lovely sitting here and enjoying the conversation and all. We went to 38. So we want EGMC 1011. 1011. Complete check. Temperature is now 11. Hey, Wycliffe. Morning. There is no rush, man, but if you can get up and go, then do it. Right, let's load that. We have -4 and QNH is 1, 0. Execute. 9. 63. There we go. That is done. So, next thing is going to be frequencies. Not sure if this ADF actually will pick up. In explain, it's not as clear cut as that. Well, we can see. So let's go there. Let's have a look. See, maybe. Yeah, that will be cool, eh? If I can do it before Christmas. For the guys that are not aware of the runway conditions there at our arrival, it's what is that place called again? Southend. It's a short runway, huh? It's a very short runway.
Yeah, very short. So I saw it.
Yeah, and we've got the rain. Let's quickly have a look. See the wind components. We've got a 10 knot. Oh, that's going to help from the front wind component, but we've got a 12 knot from the left crosswind component. So you guys are going to have to work for that landing a little bit.
Yeah, it will be interesting.
Yeah. Say medium. We are at 11. Altitude is 5. No compensation required. Full stop. Thank you.
Approach top of descent.
Good morning. Did you put it in the appropriate folder? You're gonna have to ask the Habitat developer for support on that then, eh? I mean, we don't do support on that. I don't use it, so I wouldn't even know if it's actually still operational or not. I see our go around altitude is 2000, so better remember that. But we've set it 2000 anyway, so it's irrelevant. And another thing, guys, firm landing, don't go for butter this time. You need to stop. You need to make a plan to stop. Thanks, Alex.
Southend traffic, Skymatix VA Flight, inbound from south at 9,000 feet on the NEVIL 1 Sierra arrival, expecting ILS approach runway 23, Skymatix VA Flight.
Eugene, I'm using common, I've completely moved over to common VNAV, eh? Because we can. It's a very good answer, that one. Because we can. Hey, Stephen. Yeah, Stephen, I don't know what to say. It seems it all depends on who we speak to. Some say yes, some say no. I don't know, man. Even Sasso said he's never noticed it. You know, when he goes back, he can go and check it for us. You know, I don't know. Maybe, you know what? It could be a stupid thing. You know, that people maybe misunderstand it. I don't know. I can't speak on behalf of other people, but Stephen, I'm not in that discussion, so I don't know. I have no idea.
And maybe also there will be difference between the max and the normal and the NGs, no?
It could be different. Yeah, it could be different there. Also, something that's just come across my mind here is the change should not happen in the normal flight envelope. Okay, so if you're flying this aircraft as a bus, you know, a passenger bus, take off, fly, land, I'm wondering if you ever are going to need that additional feature. You know, because the way I understand it is you need it when you run out of trim. Now, how many of us have flown this aircraft for years and years and years and years and have simply never run out of trim? You know, because we stay within a certain envelope. So I'm not sure. This is something we can ask these guys, because, I mean, they are also only as knowledgeable as their own experience and whoever taught them. You know, they might never have seen it because they've never had to see it. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm literally guessing.
Final, Nico.
Sorry, you're on finals?
Yes, I'm on final.
Okay.
Watch my landing on Discord.
Yeah, I'm checking.
I'm going to wait until 500 feet for disengaging the autopilot.
Okay.
Southend traffic, Skymatix 052 passing overhead, Octave, 19 feet on the NEVIL 10 arrival for runway 23, Southend.
Morning, Richard. No. I just happened to have the page open, then it caught my eye, you know, and then I went and checked and I saw mine's doing the same. So I think it might be an oversight, you know, just a little update of the code necessary for that one screen. Yeah, Stephen, look, I mean, you get guys and you get guys, eh? There's absolutely no point in me not being a licensed 737 pilot to go and argue with a 737 pilot, you know, unless there's a document or some video evidence or something to prove the contrary. I'm out of that fight. I'm out of my depth. I can't even begin to argue, so no point. Yeah, you just made it. I see there. Short runway. Short runway.
Right.
Ooh, there's a tower online. No, I get it, Stephen. I mean, we'll have
Tango into X-ray 0323. I can now hear you from above.
Hey, Jerry.
Southend Tower Skymatix VA Flight, good day, sir.
And for Tango Indio X-ray 049. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Receiving you 5 inbound from east on the NEVIL 1 Sierra arrival, expecting ILS approach runway 23 and info Bravo on board, Skymatix VA
What's that you are number 3 to run?
Number 3 is
our specialist resident storm chaser.
Good morning.
Morning, Sasso.
Hello.
Morning. How are you?
All good, you?
Oh, good, good, good. Coming into land here again at this very short runway at Southend. Yeah. We've got a 12 and a 12 knot crosswind from the left. At least we've got 10 knots coming from the front. And it's raining, so it's wet.
Funny time then.
Yeah. Yeah, I've disconnected, Tommy. Now I've disconnected.
Someone asked go around.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Has anybody had an issue with the ILS at that airport, or does the ILS work as usual? The guys that are flying are all muted. They're obviously talking to ATC. We'll have to wait and see then.
Approaching transition.
Okay, Tommy, well, good luck, and I hope you get it right, man. David?
Yes.
Did the ILS work for you?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on it now.
You gotta love the certain stars in the UK coming in from the south, man. They hold you and they hold you and they hold you. And mind you, if you take off going south, same thing. Some of them, yeah, they just hold you and hold you and hold you. All those SIDs.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Amit, you cannot check the barrow before you are allowed to check it, just FYI. There was an altitude restriction of flight level 070, so as long as you've got a flight level restriction, you need to stay on flight level. The next restriction is on an altitude basis, which is 6,000, which is where we're descending to now. So we need to stay on 7,000 until we get our descent. You know, so you've got to be very careful. If you don't read your charts, it's easy to make an assumption and it's going to be the wrong one. So the way I did it was playing by the book. Yeah, we've just passed all of them, so it's done. We don't have restrictions anymore. Now we're just on the path. Now we just got to check our speed, because the maximum speed now is 195 supposed to be. So that's a bit of a problem. We're fast. Oops. Oops.
Flaps 1 set.
Overspeeding now. Oops.
Flaps 5 set.
Right, speed brake armed. Right, toe brake. Cool. We're getting
1000
there.
to level off.
There's our runway creeping closer.
Radio altimeter.
Hey Bruno. Good morning.
Flaps 15 set.
Right, current altitude is 2000, so that's perfect. We are on the glide slope. Thank you, Steve. It's done already, Bruno. Go fetch it. It's in the Google Drive. It was released like last night sometime. I can't remember, but it was during our night time. Thank you, Tommy.
Flaps 30 set. Ready for landing checklist.
Hey Dracula, good morning.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing.
Krister, I've made so many videos. You can go follow on the videos. There's not much about it. It's like just 2 extra pages. And I'm about to finish editing on a new training video that will incorporate that as well. And then, you know, it's not rocket science. Patch 99, you know, Richard, he's on stream here with us as well. He's updated the Zebo EFB guide, so you guys can download that. It's got the new detail in, and you know, if I have to change things, I can change it. Ooh, I've just disconnected my autopilot. That's my trim wheel here. Can you believe it?
Approaching 2-3.
I'll have to see if there is room for it somewhere in any of my documents, Krista, to be honest. I'm not sure if it will fit in my documents. You know, that's why we've got the EFB guide, so we'll have to see.
400.
My stuff is just so much easier on video. Krista, I made a video, that's the one I'm referring to, where I've actually got the PMDG and the Zebo in one training video. Where it's a basic entry-level one for new pilots. It's not for us guys that have, you know, got thousands of hours. But I do speak about the this new ground handling thing in there.
10.
Reverse unlocked. Speed brake up. Auto brake in use.
It wasn't too bad. It's actually quite nice. Almost made the turn off.
Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Not too bad, not too bad. And if I can turn around here, I'm gonna try it. Don't laugh at me if it doesn't work, okay? Krister, the training video I make is not going to be a stream, okay? So typically there, once the, what do you call it, subtitles are in place, it should be perfect for you. I mean, I do all of them now with subtitles, and it's up to YouTube to just render it. So it might take a day or two, but it should come, huh? Now that you mention it, let's have a look. I don't know if there is a taxiway. No, there's no taxiway, huh? This is the taxiway. There's nothing, look. It's a dead end, then you have to turn around there. So that's why I just tried to turn around here. This is our first taxiway. Christer, otherwise what you do, okay? You come to Discord, we make an appointment, you and me, and then I show you where it's you and me alone, and then I'll help you through it, as easy as that, okay? Thank you, Sasso. I see you dropped off Discord. I didn't hear you say goodbye, so if you didn't hear me say goodbye, it's because I didn't hear you say goodbye. But anyway, thanks for watching, man. After landing procedure. Did you hear me? No. After landing procedure. Okay, no problem. No problem. Linda? After landing procedure. She says she can't hear me. After landing procedure.
Flaps up and set.
Okay, we'll skip you for now then. You don't want to listen, it's fine. It's just weird how this speech recognition thing can go wrong. Just like that. The only thing that I've changed is I've got a fan blowing on me here. Maybe the fan is interfering with the microphone. Can you guys hear the fan? That's a good question. Can you actually hear like a noise on the mic?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay. After landing procedure. No, see, the speech recognition comes back. What's that? So I don't know. Weird, man. Okay, well, I don't feel like taxiing to the other end. I'm just gonna park right here. I don't know where the lines are, don't care. I'll just stop right here. Right, brake set.
Ready for shutdown procedure.
You're too late, Linda. You're too late. Here comes the doors. Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you everybody for watching and flying with and supporting and all those nice things. I'm going to go rest now. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, man. May you be blessed.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Costa, this comes from Yeri. That's the modeler, you know, guy that's been helping us in the Zebo mod here, making some of the models and stuff. So this is just an add-on he made for himself, and, you know, I'm using it. You can download this from the net. Hang tight, I'll give you a link quick. The one that's on the net is not updated yet. Okay, so what happens is the wind blows these things away, so it comes and go. But what I do suggest is bookmark this web page, because the moment Yuri updates it, obviously it's going to run through this website, and then you guys can just follow it, you know, download it when it's ready and stuff. We go play with it already so long. There you go. That's his website. Yeah, thank you guys. Enjoy. Bye-bye. We'll talk later.